Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Again, want to thank everyone for your support on the channel. All the viewers, all the subscribers, immensely appreciate the support. Today I thought I'd go through and do another update video on the portfolio. I try to do at least one of these per month, going through the entire portfolio, every company that I own, the number of shares of those companies I own, as well as the total equity value. If you guys remember to the last week of trading, you can see here quite a volatile market here. Definitely a big pullback in the market. You can see here the portfolio at one point was down over $11,750. It did rebound here at the end of the week. And over the last day of trading, you can see the volatility in the market currently. At one point, down over $4,000 in the red before rebounding here. Again, in one day of trading, up almost $2,000 in the green. It's about a $6,000 swing or so there. So lots of volatility, a lot of volatility that we have not seen in the market for almost a year, at least 10 months. So I think it's going to be a very volatile market moving forward. So it's going to be a lot of fun trading. It's going to be a lot of up and downs, I believe, in the market. One day, a very big pullback. The next, a very big rebound. So let's go through the portfolio. Again, I have all of my stocks segmented as with regards to the market segment. And again, here you can see the cryptocurrencies that Robinhood will be offering in the future here. I have all of these on my watch list just to kind of take a look and see how the cryptocurrencies move with regards to how the stock market moves. So here's the portfolio. Let's jump into the first stock here. The first 5 stocks I have are high dividend yielding ETFs. Again, on the bottom there, you can see the number of shares I own as well as total equity value. And again, some of these stocks I only have one share of, and that's because these were the original stocks I bought with the portfolio. If you see one share, that's simply because that's when I first opened this portfolio. I wanted a very broad market representation of every market segment, so I bought a few stocks, a few blue chip stocks in each market segment, and that's really why you can see that there are a few stocks that only have one share or so. So again, having said all that, let's jump into the portfolio here. Again, these first stocks here are high dividend yielding ETFs. The first one here is DVY. One share at $94.25. Second high yielding dividend ETF here, SCHD. The third, SDY. One of my favorite high yield dividend ETFs, SPHD. It's got a very good price, very accessible to new investors on the markets that don't necessarily have a very big portfolio. And it also has a monthly dividend attached to the stock. And you can see here over the past 1 year, that very large pullback in the price of the stock, but it is still up 2% over the past 1 year, and over the past 5 years, it's still up 80.85%. So again, you can see in the nice detail here that pullback, but for the year, we are still in the green, even with that very large pullback in the price of the stock. And the last high yielding dividend ETF here is VYM. Again, you can see that very big pullback in the price of the stock, but over a 2-month period here, you can see it is still up 11.25% over the past 1 year. And again, in that last 2-month period here, you can really see that it was trending up quite considerably and then trending down quite considerably, but still up over the past few months here, 3 months, 1.47%. So I don't think we need to be too alarmed by this, but definitely I think there's going to be a lot of market volatility in the trading sessions. One day it's going to be in the green by quite a large margin, and the next it's going to pull back by quite a large margin. So I think that's going to affect swing trading. And actually, when there's more market volatility, swing trading is a little bit more profitable. More risk, but with more risk comes more reward. So let's go over to the healthcare stocks here. First, my pharmaceutical stocks. AbbVie Incorporated, one of the larger holdings in the portfolio, 31 shares, $34.98.97 currently. Eli Lilly and Company, LLY, 5 shares, $381.15. Pfizer PFE, 120 shares, $4,096.80. One of the higher risk plays in the portfolio. You can see I averaged down a bit. Now at 887 shares, $39,391.67. Abbott Laboratories here, ABT, 46, 26, 29, 82. Have a few services companies as well with regards to healthcare. CAH, Cardinal Health, 8 shares, $533.76. Johnson & Johnson, 6 shares, $780. And that rounds out the healthcare stocks and one of the larger positions in the portfolio with regards to market segments that definitely have more capital in healthcare than any other market segment. So the next set of stocks here are from the industrial stocks here. First, aerospace and defense. BA Boeing here, one share, $334, and you can see that tremendous growth here over the past 1 year, 105.51%. Lockheed Martin, LMT, one share, $341. Again, tremendous growth here, 34.16%. GE, one of the stocks I've been talking about as a contrarian investment, now under $15 with that big pullback over the past week here, down 3.29% over the past 1 month, down 21.65%. Still think it's a little bit too risky right now. I think the price now is around $12, at least from my perspective, on jumping into the stock. Next company here, 3M, another conglomerate here, two shares, $452.96. Illinois Toolworks, one of the machinery stocks I have, one share, $160.13. CNI, as well as UNP, a couple of railroad companies I have, one share of each, $127.28 for UNP, and again, CNI, Canadian National Railroad, one share at $75.11. And one supply company here, International Paper, $57.20 currently, two shares, $114.40 on the bottom there. Did add one share this past week. DuPont, Dow DuPont there, DWDP, 7 shares, $47.55. And that rounds out the industrials. Next is consumer discretionary. Ford, one of the largest holdings in my portfolio, the largest holding here currently, $54.25 with regards to number of shares, $57,000, $776.25. Definitely looking to get out of the Ford stocks I own on Robinhood. I'm switching them over to E-Trade so I can do swing trading on this account and then have my longer term buy and hold stocks on E-Trade. And that way I don't run into the difficulty of trying to manage tax lots on Robinhood. You can't do that on E-Trade and other brokerage accounts that have a little bit more sophisticated online system. You can go ahead and sell off specific tax lots. You can't do that on Robinhood. So because of that, I'm going to be moving a lot of my buy and hold longer term stocks to E-Trade and then using Robinhood as a way of swing trading forward. Next one here is GM, one share, $41.60. Garmin, GRMN, two shares, $122.44. Target, TGT. And a few restaurants here, MCD, McDonald's, YUM, Yum, as well as its China offshoot, YUM China. One share of each of those companies. Next, we move into actually one more company here in consumer discretionary, VFC here, 10 shares at $793.20. We next move into consumer staples here. Agriculture here, Archer Daniels Midland, ADM, 2 shares, $82.98. SYY, CL Colgate, 8 shares, $5.58 and 6 cents there on the bottom. Kimberly Clark, 2 shares, $225.56. Hershey Company, 2 shares, $199.34. KHC definitely added a few shares on the dip with this company, 12 shares currently now, $856.56 for total equity value. Procter & Gamble, 6 shares, $480.48. BUD, KO Coca-Cola, PEP PepsiCo, 4 shares, $447.16 on the bottom there. We next move into the financial stocks here. First, a few banks, BOFI, HBAN, Huntington Bank Shares, MS Morgan Stanley, and WFC, Wells Fargo and Company. And again, a very big pullback with Wells Fargo, with the SEC essentially forcing out some of its upper executives here. You can see it's down 10.66%. This may be a very good contrarian play moving forward. Next, we have one insurance company here, ORI, Old Republic. Decided to go ahead and hang on to the shares I bought with that dividend capture. I posted a few videos about, you can see that dividend there, February 1st for $2.52. Decided to go on and hold this stock. It's got a great dividend. On the bottom there, you can see 3.555 for dividend yield. I'm going to hold that for a little bit longer term play, as well as holding the stock to get the preferred tax rates with regards to the dividend payment as well. Next, we have some information technology stocks here. First, starting with IBM, AAPL Apple, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, and Intel, INTC. And then rounding out information technology, we have Microsoft MSFT. Next, a couple telecoms. Really, AT&T here is the major holding here. 295 shares, just over $10,600 in equity value. Just have a few shares of Verizon as well. 3 shares, $149.76. Next, I have one energy company, XOM. This also pulled back quite considerably over the past week here, 8.17%. And over the past 1 month, 11.4%. So this may be a very good contrarian play as well if the price of oil starts to rebound. Next, a few utility companies, CNP, ED, Consolidated Edison, and SO Southern. Next, I have a few real estate investment trusts. Apple, one of my favorite REITs here, 140 shares, $25.90 for equity value. FRT, O Realty Income, as well as STAG. And then rounding out the portfolio, we have some closed-end funds and business development companies. GOF here, Guggenheim, PCM, PSEC, Prospect Capital, one of the larger holdings with regards to these very high-risk, high-yielding business development companies. PTY, YYY, I have one bond fund here, BHK, and then a few penny stocks here. Some of these are no longer tradable on Robinhood, unfortunately. And that rounds out the portfolio. So let me know what you guys think of the portfolio. If there are any stocks that you also hold in your portfolios, or there's a stock that you think would be a great addition to the portfolio. This is currently what I have. Again, I'll kind of scroll through this very slowly here so you guys can see every one of the holdings on the portfolio. So again, a very big pullback in the stock market. The portfolio definitely suffered here at one point over 157,000 before pulling back. So again, let me know what you guys are doing with your portfolios. And not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. As always, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until next video, we'll see you then.